Have you ever had a brilliant idea, got super excited about it, and then within 5 minutes convinced yourself it'll never work? Maybe you wanted to start a YouTube channel, but thought, there's already too many people doing that. No one will watch mine, I don't have the right skills or camera. Or maybe you wanted to ask someone out, apply for a job, join the gym, and suddenly your brain delivers any reason why it's a bad idea. Sound familiar? That's not bad luck. That's not you being lazy. That's called self-sabotage. And Brianna Wiest calls it the mountain you have to climb. In this video, we're going to break down the mountain is you, to uncover why we convince ourselves we can't, why we say it won't work, and how to finally stop being our own worst enemy. Here's the thing most people don't realize. Self-sabotage isn't weakness. It's not you being lazy, unmotivated, or broken. It's actually your mind trying to protect you. If we never try, we can never fail. If we never climb, we can never fall. Think about it. You want to start posting videos. Your brain whispers, don't bother, no one will watch. On the surface, that sounds negative, but deep down, your brain is saying, if I convince you not to post, I save you from the sting of silence, from the possibility that you'll pour your heart into something and nobody will care. Same with work. You want to apply for a job, but a voice says, you're not qualified, it's not worth bothering. That voice isn't stating a fact. It's trying to protect you from the pain of rejection. Or in relationships, you like someone but never ask them out because you're sure they wouldn't be interested. That's not truth. That's your mind running ahead and saying, if we avoid this, we can avoid rejection. Self-sabotage is just fear, dressed up as logic. And here's the sneaky part. It doesn't sound like fear. Fear would be obvious. I'm scared, so I won't do it. Instead, self-sabotage speaks the language of reason. Now isn't the right time. You're not ready. It won't work anyway. That's why it's so powerful. It doesn't show up as a monster blocking your path. It shows up as your best friend, gently convincing you to take the safe route. And the scary thing is, if you don't correct it, you'll follow that voice for years. So why do we convince ourselves we can't? Why do we so often say, it won't work, before we've even given it a shot? There's 3 main culprits, and once you see them, you'll start spotting them everywhere. Number 1, fear of change. Change sounds exciting on the outside, but it's terrifying on the inside, because it means leaving behind what's familiar, even if what's familiar is awful. Think about it. People stay in jobs they hate for years, not because they're happy, but because at least misery feels predictable. You know the pain you're getting. It's like always taking the same road home, even though it's jammed with traffic every single day. You complain about it constantly, but trying a new route feels risky. What if I get lost? So you sit there stuck in the same jam every day. Number 2, perfectionism. This is a big one. We convince ourselves we're not ready yet, that what we've made isn't good enough to share. You film a video, then delete it because the lighting isn't perfect. You write half a blog post, then abandon it because it doesn't sound like a best-selling author. The lie perfectionism tells is, if it's not flawless, it's not good enough, or nobody will watch. But here's the spoiler. The first videos of your favorite creators aren't perfect either. They're messy, rough, sometimes even embarrassing. But that's why they grew. They were brave enough to be bad at the start. Number 3, past experiences. Your brain is basically a vault of old memories, and it uses them as evidence. If you bombed a class presentation once, your brain says, don't speak up, remember how awful that was? If you launched a business that failed, your brain whispers, don't try again, it'll just hurt more. The problem is, your mind doesn't care about growth. It only cares about keeping you safe and giving you the fastest hit of pleasure it can find. That usually means repeating the easy stuff your brain already knows will work. Another level on a video game, another scroll on TikTok, another episode of a show you don't even love. It's comfort on loop, but it keeps you stuck. So whenever you hear yourself saying, I can't, it won't, it's rarely true. What it really means is, I don't feel safe stepping out of the comfort zone I know. So, how do you actually stop convincing yourself it won't work? How do you stop being your own biggest obstacle? Step 1. Catch the thought in real time. The moment you hear yourself thinking, I can't, pause. Don't just accept it as fact. Interrogate it. Ask, What am I really afraid of? Most of the time, it's not the thing itself. I can't post this video usually means I'm scared people will judge me. I can't apply for that job often means I don't want to risk rejection. When you call it out for what it is, the thought loses power. It goes from being this absolute truth to just a fear wearing a disguise. Step 2. Redefine failure. We treat failure like the end of the road, when it's actually just a detour sign. Failure is not proof you're not good enough. It's feedback. Think about YouTube. That video that gets only 20 views? That's not failure. That's 20 pieces of data telling you what worked, what didn't, and how to improve next time. Imagine if every time you fell as a toddler, your parents said, "Well, guess walking's not for you." We'd all still be crawling. Failure is literally how we learn to walk, and it's the same with everything else. Step 3. Take micro steps. When you look at the whole mountain, it's overwhelming. But you don't climb Everest in a single leap. You take one step, then another. Instead of saying, "I'll start a channel that will earn $10,000 a month," try simply saying, "I'll upload one video this week," no matter how messy. That first imperfect step matters way more than 100 perfect plans that never leave your head. It gives you something to build on. Step 4. Detach from the outcome. This one's huge. We obsess over results, views, likes, followers, and when they don't match our expectations, we feel crushed. But the real transformation comes from the process. Posting videos consistently changes you long before the subscriber count does. Showing up at the gym changes you long before you hit your goal weight. When you focus on the process, the outcome takes care of itself. So here's the thing. All the tips, all the strategies, all the mindset shifts we've talked about only matter if you actually act on them. Knowledge won't move the mountain for you. Only action will, and only you can take action. Your excuses, your fears, your self-doubt, that's your mountain. And climbing it is exactly how you grow. So here's the challenge. Think about one thing you've been telling yourself won't work. One dream, one goal, one idea. This week, take the tiniest step toward it. Record the video. Apply for the job. Start the conversation. Because the truth is, the only thing that's ever been in your way is you. And you're strong enough to start climbing.